Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Miami. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, check that. Street.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Tua going to throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Go ahead.
Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, 21 TA.
Here's Tua. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Throwing is Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. A good pickup. Yards as they get closer for third down. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Hurts. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot. 20, TX. Turbo 1, high. Hey.
Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Scott. Watson, Oscar. Whoa.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll run this one right with right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. Simpson. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try the left side. Simpson, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. All right, come on. Solo left Zion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Number 2.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hayes. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to air one out. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
44, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 73.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts escaping the pressure right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 21, CA.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
20, TX. Turbo 1, high.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Being chased out left. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Puka Nacua. 26 yards. And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Pass complete there to Nacua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go play action with Hurts on the move to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in from the 21. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready, shot.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's 3rd and 7.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
This is Robinson, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. Out to his left. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Ready.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?